Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Be Joy in the Kitchen. I am Be Joy, and this is my kitchen. Well, it's Tuesday, and what does that mean? Tacos. It's a Taco Tuesday, and I'm going to make my favorite tacos that I have a base of using Pumfu. I know some of you have, those of you who know me know about Pumfu already. Those of you who don't know me, wait 1 second, and I'll let you know all about it. Okay, first what I want to do is while I was waiting for you, I heated up my skillet. So I've got a nice sized skillet there, heating it up on the range because I've got this it's Salad Master cookware. I know I've told you about it before. I just love it. But you heat it first. So it's nice and hot. I'm going to put a little bit of my favorite olive oil in here. Whoa, there we are. This is my grazza. This is the sizzle oil because I'm going to sizzle. And while I was waiting for you, I cut up about a half of an onion in these little, hand dice. It wasn't perfect. I sliced them first and then I chopped them up. So I'm going to go ahead, and that was only a half of a white onion. I'm going to go ahead and sizzle those on the stove, and then after that I'm going to explain you all about the Pumfu thing. For those of you who don't already know it. All right, these are going on because they need to sizzle for a bit. You hear that? Woo! Sizzling away. All right. Oh, perfect. I'm going to turn my heat down now. Because we want a nice saute, not a burn. Nobody likes burnt onions for dinner. All right, so then let's get to the next piece, which is my tofu. It's not tofu because we have soy allergies in this house. So this is Pumfu. I discovered this, I don't know, a year, maybe 2 ago. I wanted to just give you, this is what the packaging looks like. I know that you can get it at your natural food stores like Natural Grocers or like Whole Foods. I don't believe Sprouts has it. I haven't seen it there yet. I've asked them, but so far no show. And then Trader Joe's may have something like this under their own private label. But this is just, I'm going to read you the ingredients, okay? This is just filtered water and organic pumpkin seeds. And it acts just like tofu, honestly. So what I want to show you is it comes in this block. I'm going to cut it open like that so you can see it. Comes in a block, and it looks and behaves like tofu. And how we're going to prepare it to jump in the skillet is we're going to go ahead and just crumble it up, just like this. And you can, you want it crumbled fairly fine. And my little girl Mitzi thinks she wants some. She's jumping up on my leg. Yeah, so this is what we're going to do with this while we're waiting for the onions. The other thing I did while I was waiting for you is I put my oven on to 350 to preheat it for our taco shells. But we're not going to get to those until we get our taco innards made, right? There we have it. So again, it comes in this block, really quite the nice block. And it doesn't, unlike tofu, it doesn't need to be drained. Because, sometimes you'll buy the very firm tofu and it will come in with quite a bit of liquid. And don't get me wrong, you can make your tacos with tofu if you want. That is just fine. I just can't do it here. And this stuff is so amazing, I gotta tell you. It really surprised the heck out of me when I first got it. I saw it and I went, wow, this is a great substitute for tofu. I'm gonna wash my hands off a little bit. Here we go, I'm gonna stir up my onions a little bit. And the thing about this Salad Master cookware is that it cooks pretty quickly. It's got some kind of stainless steel oil core to it. Now I have a friend. My friend Emma is who I bought it from. She's a seller of it, and I'm in love. I thought, oh my gosh, that was last year. So last year I was 72. I was going to buy a whole new set of cookware at my age. Not that I'm old, but you keep your cookware for 20 years sometimes, maybe even longer. And I thought, I don't need another cookware until she showed me how toxic the cookware was that I was cooking with. So anyways, anyone wants to know anything more about it, feel free to ask. All right, The thing I like to do, as you, those of you who know me, I'm going to put another little, I love olive oil, another little drizzle sizzle of this in here. And I'm going to go ahead and add to my pan of onions before I put in the Pumfu. I'm going to go with about, well, first I have to open this thing up. I should do that before I get on the air, huh? There we go. Got it. Okay. Got it open now. Spilled it a little bit, but we'll live. All right. I'm going to go ahead and put in maybe a tablespoon or so. I'm going to say a generous tablespoon of organic chili powder. I quite like this one from Frontier, Simply Organic. I used to sell that product in my last life when I was a working person. I was going to say working girl, but then I said that wouldn't sound too good now, would it? And I've got some organic chipotle powder, and with that I'm going to only put in a half a teaspoon. But it's going to change the spice, not to make it hotter, but it gets it a little bit more, a little more smoky. So I'm going to take, again, a kind of a good, generous quarter teaspoon of that. Alrighty. Put these guys away. My onions are done, and I'm going to go ahead now and stir the spices and let them get a little bit fragrant. Nice. You know how you do, you stir just a little bit, and you start to smell the spices. And I like to do that before I put in the Pumfu, just to make sure that I got, if you could be here right now, I know I say it all the time, you would go, oh, it smells so delicious. But let me take a good show of what it looks like here. There we are, onions. And it's quite dark because of the chipotle. And I'm going to turn that fire still a little bit further down. There we go. And you don't need to use the olive oil at all. I just love olive oil. So I'm going to put a little more squirts, a couple more squirts of that. You can do a water saute as well if you're really trying to avoid the olive oil or any oil. I'm going to go ahead and put in my Pumfu. And just stir it around. And again, it doesn't really need to get cooked because it's already cooked. Well, I don't know. It's already been whatever it is they do to Pumfu to make it ready. And I'm just going to stir this guy around so that everybody gets some spices on it. Yeah. Very nice, very nice. And while that's cooking, what I'm going to do is go ahead, but it's not going to cook for much longer. I am going to go ahead and put my taco shells. Here are my taco shells right here. I'm going to go ahead and put those in the 350 oven for about 3 minutes, just to warm them up so they'll get that really nice crispy crunch. Three minutes on the clock. Here's my spoon. This is good. Good stuff. There we are. And this is, you want this to be, it's fairly dry. It's going to go in your taco shells and you're going to put stuff on it. To that, I'm going to go ahead and add about a half a can of chopped green chilies. And again, I'm keeping my fire fairly low because you don't need to really cook this very much. What you're really trying to do with it is get the spices infused in the Pumfu. And as you're stirring, let me just show you what that looks like. It breaks down a little bit, which is what you want. There we go. Ah, nice, nice, nice. All right, you just let that cook off just a little bit. Again, keeping the fire fairly low. Okay. And we're going to wait another minute and 32 seconds until our shells pop out of the oven. And what you're going to do is get your toppings ready. And for today, what we're going to use, a little bit out of the ordinary. Would it be Joy in the kitchen if it were just ordinary? We're going to get our salsa. A neighbor made us this salsa and gave it to us for the holidays. Actually, our 2 doors down neighbor. I love this neighborhood, by the way, because they're so friendly. All right, and if you didn't already, and then I've got some grated carrots and some baby kale that I just picked about an hour ago from my aeroponic tower garden. If you need to know more about that, I'm happy to share. Just give me a DM. So if we didn't already have enough pumpkin seeds already, I like to have a few of them in here, like a handful or so. I like that little crunch. Yeah, just about a handful. There we are. Okay, and we got 22 seconds left on the clock for our shells. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a little quicker than it was. There it goes. And off comes the timer. Mitzi. All right, I'm going to put my Pumfu right out here. Get rid of my pumpkin seeds. Let's see what we got. So this is what it all looks like. Pretty simple, right? And pretty quick. You can like get home from wherever you are during the day and have all your ingredients. Honestly, what took the longest was prepping the onions, and that didn't take any time at all anyway. Oh, and grating the carrots. All right, so here we have this, and I'm going to go ahead and put one together just so you don't have to stand here all night waiting for me. All right, hey. Oh, don't want to grab that with my bare hands now, do I? Nope. Okay, here we are. Get these out of the oven. Woo! Nice and crisp. Trust me on that, because you can't feel it through my string, can you? No. So, got my plate here. I'm going to take one of these. They're nice and warm, and they're going to be very crispy. And all we have left really to do is take a spoon, not a big one, put your mixture in there. Now, in order to avoid spilling all over the place, which you might do anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put my salsa in next. Just a little bit. And you can serve more at the table if you wish. Yeah? There's the salsa. A few baby kale. I know traditionally people do lettuce and tomato on their tacos, but I almost refuse to buy tomatoes this time of year. So I've got baby kale and a little bit of carrot. And there we have Taco Tuesday. Pumfu, Be Joy in the Kitchen style. Here we are, just like that. Guys see it? I'd invite you over to dinner, but I just cooked 6 of those. I don't know, we might eat all 6, but if we have extras, come on by for the leftovers. Alrighty, so that's what we have today. Pumfu tacos from Be Joy in the Kitchen. Would love some thumbs up. If you want the recipe, well, there's not quite a recipe, but go ahead and DM me for it anyway. And would love some hearts, thumbs up, what have you. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and on YouTube. So, until next time, Be Joy in the Kitchen. Enjoy the yum.